So this is what the facade and the compound space of Unit 3 looks like. By the way, Unit 3 is the last unit on the left once you come into the compound complex, right? It's the third unit. Let me show you. So third unit from the left. This is the left. Once you come in from the compound complex, this is the left. So you have one unit in front. You have this one as the second unit, and this is the third unit in this development. So this is the gate, right? This is what the compound space looks like. This is the facade. So it's quite sizable. And then you have, I like the size for the tiling, really nice. So here you have more vantage views. You have the flowers and greenery. So it's a very huge, sizable compound area. And then as you walk further down to the right of the house, you have the pool area, the green area where you can plant. You have the garden area. You have the recessed pool to your right here. Sorry, the recessed lounge, I beg your pardon. While you have the L-shaped pool here. So recessed lounge here and pool right here. So there's also another type of water fountain feature, I guess, over here as well. So maybe this could be a kiddies pool, if I'm correct. And then you have the main pool over here. So this is an extension of the compound space that gives you options, gives you flexibility to achieve a lot with all of this vantage space. So you have green areas over there. You can plant vegetables, fruits, trees, you know, whatever you like. And then you have all of this. So think about parties, you know, when you're having get-togethers, dinners at your home, outdoor events. This is the perfect spot. You can have a barbecue spot somewhere and just cater to all your guests comfortably here. No need to start thinking about event spaces. This is the back view of the posterior of the building. So this is the main entrance door to this Unit 3, but it's locked for now. So I'm going to go in through the back. So entrance door, but it's currently locked. So let's go in through the back here. Okay, I'm going in through here. This is not the main entrance like I mentioned before. This is the actual main entrance, right? So you enter from here. Of course, you have a lobby area over here. So this is a lobby area where you can entertain, have guests. And then once you walk straight down like so, you come into the living room. Sorry, there's a bit of maintenance work going on here. That's why you have the scaffolding. I hope that you can still get a sense of the space with the scaffolding in the way, but yeah. So this is the main living area. You have tall, huge windows, very huge. So that's the living area. And then you have a dining. You have a marked out dining here. The dining area, and then you can also access the back space from here. So there's another exit here. So dining here. And then this is the kitchen. So here you have the kitchen. You have this kitchen island, like so. And then you have this rack over here, like a storage space. Then you have the sink over here with steel appliances. Then you have the cooker over here. You have the regular cooker, manual, and then you have the electric one over here. You have the extractor. You have this overhead space storage space. Then here you have your oven, and you have more storage. To the left here you have most likely the microwave. Sorry, I'm self-filming. So yeah, that's it. I love the choice of cabinetry. There's going to be recessed lighting in some of this cabinetry storage spaces so that it reflects at night. Then you have a wine chiller here. This is the wine chiller. So here you have space for your laundry right here. And then this is your pantry. It's a bit dark. It's a bit dark, so this is the pantry. Sorry, I wish it was brighter, but you get an idea of the fact that there's a pantry right here, just after where you have the laundry space right here. So yeah, I love this kitchen island. I like the unconventional shape of it. Let me show you. Yeah, that's nice. So that's the kitchen. All right, so we're done with the kitchen. Let me show you some of the other rooms on the ground floor before I take you to the first floor. So remember, like I said, this is dining area, all of this part, and then you walk into the main living area. Of course, you see the huge windows, pre-installed ACs, all of this space. Just ignore the scaffolding. So all of this space is the living room. There's a TV console wall over here that goes all the way to the top, as you can see. So this is an ancillary entrance that we came in from, remember? Before we go upstairs, let me show you. This is the anteroom, right? Let me show you some of the rooms downstairs. So, I don't know if this is locked. This is most likely the guest toilet, right? Like doors. But you walk here, this is the guest room. So guest room is right here. You have the huge windows. The huge windows, you have the ACs, you have the closet, and then right here is the bath of this first room, the guest room downstairs. So I like the tiling for the wall and the floor. You have this slopey wash hand. Like so, you have the floating WC with the bidet. Then of course you have the standing shower with a huge glass demarcation for the standing shower. That's the drain, controls, shower head. Okay. So now let's go upstairs. Okay, so we go upstairs like so. Stairs. You have that double volume effect that continues here from the living room. You see that as you come upstairs. So over here is the family lounge, and in the family lounge you also have access to a balcony here. From here you can see your garden outdoor space, the pool, the recess lounge. You can see all of that here. So this is the balcony. I'm kind of out of breath. That's funny and weird. Very early in the morning. I haven't been working out consistently. So yeah. So that's the balcony. And you have views of the lagoon from here. Let me show you. See? That's the lagoon right there. It's So you have views of the lagoon from this balcony here in the family lounge. So let's proceed. So family lounge here. You have the double volume effect from the living room. Let me see how many of these rooms are open. So you have some box rooms here. Okay, this is locked. But right here, this is the inverter room. They're trying to install the inverter for this unit. So that's your inverter room. When you install your inverter, you have some storage space here under the staircase. Okay. And then this room is also locked. So you have the second room here. No, I think this is another box room, sorry. Another storage room. So you have the inverter room here. And that's also another box room. This is a proper room, but it is locked. Let me see. And so here you have the regular rooms. Let me get someone to open it. Okay. All right, so the rooms are now open. So this is the second room actually. We saw one room downstairs, that's the guest room. This is the second room. So you have the closet here. And then you have the room itself, the space for the room itself. Huge windows still. You have views of the lagoon from this room. You can see that. So yeah, ample size, really good. Very freeing sense of space. And then this is the bath. You have the wash hand, of course. You have the floating WC, and that's the shower cubicle. So an update, the furniture for the cinema is here, but we haven't unboxed and started to mount them up. So they haven't been installed yet, but they're here. So when you continue down the hall here, you have this room. So I love the windows. Yeah. The fourth room rather. This is the fourth room. As soon as you walk in, you have the closet here. And then this is the room proper. And then you have the bathroom over here. Is that a bird? The bird just flew out of the window in the family lounge here. So this is the family lounge. So now let's go to the second floor. So this stairway leads to the second floor. Gym is open. This is where you have the gym for unit 3. Situated already. You have windows, huge ones. And then you have a balcony here. From here, you have unobstructed views of the lagoon again. Okay, so same view as in this spot. It's the lagoon right there. This is beautiful. This balcony continues all the way, leading you to the terrace. But before I go there, let me show you the family lounge. So this is the family lounge on the second floor. So this unit and all the units come with 2 family lounges aside the main living room on the ground floor. Okay, so this is how we came, remember? Just like we did a 360. We went in here and went out there. Went out here rather. Out here. So to continue the sequence, this is the family lounge, right? And from the family lounge, which is private to the master and the madam, you now access your walk-in closet here for the master and the madams. So you have closet solutions here. So this is the entire walk-in closet. You have the center aisle. Okay. So that's the walk-in closet right there. And just facing the walk-in closet is the bathroom. So you have the bathtub here. You have huge windows from where you can see the Lagos Lagoon still. Two gigantic windows on this wall, right? And then you also have the his and hers vanity. Okay. And then you have the floating WC here. Very spacious. Love the tiling work. And then right behind me is a huge shower cubicle. Let me close this so you see it well. Okay, so that's the shower cubicle. The door opens, the glass opens up in the middle. And of course you have the controls. Rain shower head. And then you have this wall. There you have that. So this is the bathroom. And from here you proceed to the master bedroom itself. So this is the master bedroom. That's the Lagos Lagoon. Okay. So yeah, master bedroom is right here. It's huge, spacious. Pre-installed ACs, huge windows. These windows are really huge. Okay. So we step out into the terrace. That's the continuum that we saw earlier. So the terrace goes all the way like so. Remember, this is the family lounge. And then this leads to the gym, remember. So gym here, family lounge here. And so from here, this is your entire terrace stretch. Of course, you can still see your pool and the recess lounge. Yeah. So this is your entire terrace. Like so. This is voluminous and huge. Look. This is so vast and huge. Then from here, the Lagos Lagoon again. For Unit 3, I hope you enjoyed watching. What are your thoughts about this property? You have questions? Drop it in the comments. But yes, this is just beautiful and glorious. I don't want to talk too much about this property because it's a bit overwhelming, you know, but I believe that good stuff speaks for itself. Good stuff speaks for itself. So yeah, thank you so much. And I'll be doing the next unit